Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stocks Around Us with me, Pizza. Guys, I have a very grand plan to build a 70-story high underwater hotel that's going to be the world's new landmark. You see, I am designing an underwater hotel that's going to have 70 stories and twice the size of an Olympic stadium. This is a very epic hotel. It's going to have like 10 stars. Naturally, the design is extremely complicated. So for this, we're going to need a company who is a real expert in steel design and engineering, a firm that can handle mega projects. So let's look at some of these buildings to see who built them. Let's see. The Burj in Dubai, very impressive. Petronas in Malaysia. And the Khalifa Olympic Stadium in Qatar. Turns out, all of these structures were built by the same company. So we should definitely hire this firm because this is a company that's built so many of the world's iconic landmarks. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Eversendai. While Eversendai started out as a specialist in structural steels, the company has grown into a global firm that undertakes turnkey contracts, building complex projects with innovative construction methods for high-rise developments, power and petrochemical plants, infrastructures, and many more. They have a workforce of over 10,000 people and a portfolio of more than 300 projects in over 14 different countries, with 7 steel fabrication factories in Malaysia, Dubai, Sharjah, Qatar, India, and Thailand. They have constructed some of the world's most iconic landmarks, such as the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, Petronas Tower 2 in Malaysia, Khalifa Olympic Stadium in Qatar, Kingdom Center in Saudi Arabia, and Republic Plaza in Singapore. Eversendai provides the full service, from the conceptual steel design to steel supply and fabrication to structural steel erection. So basically from the project start to finish. What sets this company apart is that they are able to build complex steel structures like the Rosebud on the Rose Rehan Ratana in Dubai and the waveform roof of Dubai Mall, for example. Furthermore, Eversendai has the expertise in installing mechanical equipment for power plants, which includes coal-fired plants and oil and gas process plants. In addition, they also do contracting jobs for offshore oil and gas companies around the world. Aside from steel, the company also innovates and uses composite structure and different construction methods for many of their projects, diversifying their expertise and enhancing their strength. Clearly, Eversendai is one of the sought-after companies in the world when it comes to building iconic landmarks. Today, we are here at their factory to talk more about the company and the exciting projects they've got going on with our special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our special guest, Tan Sri A.K. Nathan, the Executive Chairman and Group's Managing Director. So Eversendai offers the turnkey engineering and construction services to so many different projects. Could you tell us the kind of construction structures that you mainly undertake?
Eversendai is very famous to do the impossible, especially undertaking structures which is so complicated, which needs a lot of engineering input, which Eversendai is very well known for. That the reason is because we have undertaken a lot of or numerous of highly complex structures, right from the Burj Al Arab Hotel, which is a highly complex structure, which I feel it's one of the wonder in the world. kind of a structure.
This is the hotel in Dubai.
Yeah, which sits on a man-made island. We've been involved in the Burj Khalifa, the Ski Dome, the Kingdom Center. All these projects have a lot of complicated structural elements which needs high engineering capability. And apart from the engineering is also the construction capability. And we always come up with very innovative methodologies. And only with innovative construction methodology, we will be able to execute and deliver the project without compromising on the safety and also time. And in the last 30 over years in Eversense, we always delivered on time. We don't compromise. And so with that kind of approach, company is very well positioned to undertake any kind of complicated structures in the world, and we are very well known and famous for that.
How many firms can do what you do, these complicated structures?
Very few, and that's the reason why we also have grown and we are able to position ourselves. Now, as I said, you must have an idea how to do, and the idea comes along with the past experience, which we have gained all these years of being part of executing such highly complex structures.
Right.
So it's something which has come along with us, and so we are very well entrenched in it.
Yes. So around, what's the average margin you get for your projects?
Now,
in general?
previously we used to enjoy from 15 to about 20 odd %, but now with the world overall economic situation has changed a bit of a dimension because of the oil price crisis. So there is a bit of a dip in the profits, but we still do not go and undertake jobs anything below 10% of margin, because at least we need that kind of profits in order to take it through. So we are a company where we don't just undertake job just to bring in numbers. We don't do that. We focus on quality project which has got a decent margin, because Eversense, once they undertake the job, we do not compromise and we deliver. So why should we go and compromise on our pricing? So I don't believe in undertaking jobs at very low price, end of the day giving the best to the clients.
Right, so you have the luxury of setting your price standard as well.
Yeah,
That
no, we do.
So Tan-Sri, what is your outlook on the global economy and how will it affect the demand for construction, especially when you're dealing a lot with large-scale projects?
Now, the overall oil and gas situation has actually dampened the market at large, not just only in Malaysia, but overall in overseas too. But then there are some countries where they have to grow. They cannot just stop the overall growth of the country itself. So in that aspect, Eversense is very well spread out. I mean, we have our business in the Middle East region, which is a huge territory which we are covering, and also in Southeast Asia with Malaysia as the base. So looking at overall, is because we are spread out, we are able to strike a balance, and we are able to pick up good projects which able to contribute to the overall revenue of the company. And if you were to look back in Eversense's history itself, in the last many years, even though there could be a downturn or even a crisis, but Eversense has grown in the last few years because of our prudent management, hands-on approach, and highly capable employees whom we have who are committed, dedicated, very much wanting to do their best to fulfill our commitment to our clients. So in that aspect, yes, the market overall has got a lot of challenges.
Right.
But as a company and a group, we are still riding high.
So you are very present in the oil and gas industry, and what other industries are your key markets?
Eversense started off as a structural steel contractor and became a complete, total integrated contractor as we moved forward and moved on to the power plant construction, more of the undertaking installation of mechanical works for or I would say coal-fired power plant, as well as bigger and the smaller units. And from there we have moved on to composite structures, and subsequently 2.5 years we have now ventured into the oil and gas sector, which been a big challenge. We have moved in the, I would say, we felt the timing was good because at the time it was booming, but unfortunately it was not the right timing.
So which particular sector do you foresee a better growth in the near future?
No, see, Eversenda's core business is structural steel work, and we still foresee the growth of the company focus on the core business, which still contributes almost about 80% of the overall turnover, or 70 to 80%. Okay? So, I mean, I'm very confident that we will do much better as we progress. So, as I said, challenge is always there, and if there's no challenge, then what's the motivation to do even better?
True that. So right now, how many major works do you have going on?
Oh, we have numerous contracts in hand, which is all in progress. Predominantly 70% of our business come from the Middle East region, core business as well as oil and gas sector. About 8.5% from India, and the balance is Malaysia, and we are developing our business in Singapore, and we have now ventured into Thailand. So if you were to look in terms of projects, we have exciting, challenging projects, which Eversenda is very famous for.
Right.
Because we do most of the highly complex landmark projects. And so in that context, business-wise is plenty. And some of the notable projects which we are now executing in Malaysia, we will be starting the KL 118, which is going to be one of the tallest building in the world. And we also have a convention center which we have newly secured a contract. We are doing a number of projects in the Middle East region. In Saudi Arabia, we are finishing off the Jeddah railway station, plus we have got some metro station projects. And in Qatar, we are involved with stadiums because for the FIFA World Cup. And in the UAE, there are a few projects which we have undertaken. So overall, the business-wise, we have been able to pick up some new contracts, which is all going to contribute to the revenue as well as the profit of the group. And if you were to look back in the Middle East, we have been doing business there for the last now going to be 20 years. And we are a sought-after organization where clients want to engage Eversenda to execute their work, because clients believe if a project is handed to Eversenda, they can sleep peacefully, because it will be done with no compromise with the safety, quality, and on-time delivery.
Right. Well, we're very much looking forward to your expansion, particularly with your partnership in Thailand. So thank you so much for today, Tan Sri.
Thank you.
Financial highlights. At the end of 2015, Eversenda's revenue was over 1.78 billion ringgits, or 15.3 billion baht, growing by 73% from 2010. Its net profit margin was over 55.9 million ringgits, or 480 million baht. Its net profit margin was around 3%. The ROE was at 4.9, PE at 10.6, and PBV at 0.54. At the end of 2015, Eversenda's share price was at 0.77 ringgits, or 6.6 baht, and its market cap was over 593 million ringgits, or 5.1 billion baht. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Eversenda Berhad. Join us again next time for more company highlights with Me Pizza. Well guys, looks like we found our contractor for the new mega underwater hotel development. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to working on the design engineering plan, because this plan is not going to draw itself. See you later!